In this video, our group will explain about what we put in the brochure that we have made. Broadly speaking, in this video, we will explain what is distance learning, the impact of this learning system, as well as several other things related to distance learning. Our group consists of 5% and we are comes from 18ED. I am Noviantri Tiara Tabamalino and my friends are Robert Christian Lasse, Nia Elizabeth Wijaya Teva, Yemima Apriani, and Pamela Cipta Kencana. Nowadays, we are familiar with the word distance learning or what we call online learning. Learning is done through electronic device with a variety of media or platforms. In today's technological era, the utilization of technology is increasingly maximized, especially in education. Learning that was initially face-to-face become unsigned to face between teacher and students, and it can be done from anywhere. This learning system is called distance learning. This make every educator no longer have a reason not to be able to access learning because of the distance and time that everyone doesn't allow. The development of exciting technology will greatly facilitate us, especially in the current COVID-19 pandemic situation that requires all educational institutions to switch from face-to-face system to distance learning.
Okay guys, now we want to continue about cause and how long distance learning lasts. First, cause. Distance learning is carried out to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Furthermore, technological progress is a major factor in long-range learning. 2. How long? Distance learning is thus for 9 months and already beginning in March 2020 until now.
The COVID-19 pandemic has changed almost all aspects of human life, including education. All students must carry out learning by utilizing existing technology. However, this distance learning certainly has an impact, both of positive and negative impact. The negative impacts of distance learning are 1. Threats of dropping out of school. Children are at risk of dropping out of school because they are forced to work to help the family economy. 2. Decrease in learning achievement. The Education Office found differences, access, and quality during distance learning. 3. Without school, children or students have potential to become victims of domestic violence that the teacher does not detect. 4. Limitation of internet devices and quotas as online learning facilities support facilities. Note all students have smartphones or handphone or laptop or computer and quotas that can support them in their learning from home. And 5. Children are at risk of losing learning. And 6. Children do not socialize. Next, the positive impacts of distance learning. 1. Children have a lot of time with their family at home. This because of coronavirus, and we all had to stay at home so that children can spend their time with their family. 2. Children are adapt and children are sensitive and adapt to change. 3. Like it or not, children must explore the technology. This because of their use technological facilities such as Zoom, uh, Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, and others. And 4. Some children feel comfortable learning from home because no one is bullying. And the last is various learning methods. Rather than just being in the classroom, now children more flexible learning from their home. So those are the positive and negative impacts of distance learning.
So guys, I want to tell you about the level of effectiveness distance learning. So far, distance learning has not been effective in Indonesia. The COVID-19 pandemic, which broke out so quickly, inevitably made our country change teaching from face-to-face to online. Not to mention changing learning methods, changing learning resources, to changing learning curriculum to the COVID-19 emergency. This unpreparedness affect teachers in the teaching process and also has an impact to students who receive the learning. Besides that, other obstacles make a distance learning less effective in Indonesia. Namely, first, mastery of technology is still low for both teachers and students. Both teachers and students do not fully understand the importance of mastering technology in this sophisticated era. Second, limited facilities such as smartphones, computers, or laptops. We know that not all schools in Indonesia have a complete facilities, and not all families in Indonesia have a complete facilities such as laptop or smartphones in their respective homes. Third, internet speed is not optimal, and internet is not evenly distributed throughout the country. There are still many areas that are not covered by good internet access. 4. Cost needed by teachers and students in purchasing internet package each month. The fact that I convey comes from journal written by Darsono and friends. The title is The Effectiveness Distance Learning During the COVID-19 Pandemic, based on study at the Bandung State Polytechnic in 2020.
How do we to respond to it? The online learning at fields that the government implements is quite difficult for both educators and students. For teachers, inadequate preparation results in less than optimal learning. For some students, online learning feels boring and students are also not maximal in receiving the materials given. Even though this is quite difficult due to lack of preparation. It is important to remember that God loves us, and even He will never leave us. Therefore, we need to ask God to guide our every step so that we don't get carried away by the flow of the world and feel that God doesn't love us. Thus our group presentation about distance learning. Thank you for your attention and God bless you.